So I would like you to introduce yourself to our audience.
For sure. My name is Mariana Van Zeller. I am the host and executive producer of Trafficked, which is a show on National Geographic about black markets, illegal activities all around the world.
Okay, did you have like a death wish? Like,
Do I?
so bold.
Yeah.
As executive producer of the show,
Yeah.
was it your idea to expose and put this kind of show?
Yeah, I've been covering black markets almost my entire career as a journalist. It's what I've been passionate about. I think most people don't know, but almost half of the world's economy are these black and gray markets, and yet we know so little about them. So, there are whole organizations out there, networks devoted to analyzing every up and down of the legal economy, and yet the illegal economy that makes up so much of our lives, that has such an effect on our daily lives, nobody's out there exploring. So that I've made it sort of my life mission. And sometimes it's dangerous, sometimes it's crazy, or most times it's always crazy, but we do a lot to make sure that we protect ourselves and get out of there safely.
Yes, and I was just amazed at how they trust you, even though they have the mask and you guys do the voice thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're walking in there,
Yeah.
literally, and these guys have guns and
Yeah.
bodyguards,
Yeah.
and you're just right there, like live and direct.
It's true, yeah.
And when you had to put that mic on him, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Do you mind?" And he was like, "Oh no,
That was your Jamaica episode, yeah. Yeah, it's the hardest part of my job is to getting people to trust us. We spend months, sometimes even years, knocking on doors, traveling halfway around the world to get people to say no to us, basically trying to get access to worlds that are incredibly secretive, that people usually don't want there to be, especially people and especially no cameras. But at the end of the day, I think the reason why people talk to us is threefold. I think one reason is because they want to boast. We give them an opportunity behind a mask with a disguised voice to talk about what they're so passionate about, and sometimes their families don't even know they do it. Second, I think there's a sense of impunity in many of these places of the world where they've never gotten in trouble with the law, so they really don't see a downside to speaking to a channel like National Geographic. And then the third reason, I think the most important reason, is that a very human characteristic that we all have of wanting to be understood, right? And I give them that opportunity. I always say to everyone, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to try to understand. And I think that goes a long way, because even those that sort of live at the margins of our society are human beings, whether we like it or not. And they want to be understood. And from my reporting, what I've found is the vast majority of the people that are involved in these criminal activities do so because of the inequality and the desperation that exists in the world. Not all. There's a lot of bad people out there, but that's usually the motivation.
So do you think during the pandemic, scamming was like at an all-time high?
It was. Scamming was 100% an all-time high. We did an investigation. One of the episodes was about romance scamming, and it's essentially an industry that grew out of the pandemic. It was people who exploited the loneliness, the global loneliness that we all felt at that time. And so it was easy. Everybody was meeting on Zooms online. Nobody was actually meeting face-to-face, and you had somebody who was lonely at home and somebody who was reaching out and saying, I'm this person, who wasn't their real identity, and they start a relationship. And it's very, very, very sad, which is why it's so important to make sure that you can fully, do your homework and fully trust the person you're talking to.
Right. It seems like sometimes when you listen to the person who got scammed, especially with the romance,
Yeah.
that they almost know they're getting scammed, but the fact that
Yeah.
just the dating opportunity,
It's true. I know.
and they rather pay for it.
It is true. It is.
Maybe I need a new line of business.
It is, I know, seriously. It is true. I think a lot of people, even the ones that are, the older senior citizens who are being scammed through these lottery scams, that they speak for months and months with people, they know they're being scammed in some situations, but they prefer to have somebody to talk to. And I think that says something really sort of sad about our society, that we allow this to happen to our senior citizens, right? This loneliness that we feel. And I think we also tend to victimize and blame the victim and think, oh, that would never happen to me. But some of the people we spoke that fell victim to these romance scams were very powerful, knowledgeable, smart women and men who fell for it. So it could really happen to all of us, to any of us.
Right now, so many people don't want to go back to work.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, their unemployment has stopped.
Yeah.
They're not getting money.
Yeah.
But it seems like, especially in Atlanta,
Yeah.
that
I know.
everybody out here, and sometimes when I'm traveling and
Yeah.
I look at people and they're living this lavish life, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what are they doing? There's just no way. There's
Yeah.
just no way.
I know, it's so true. Also there was so much disposable money during the pandemic. The government was giving away a lot of money, and rightfully so. It was helping a lot of families, but it was also very prone to scams and cyber piracy. We did an episode on identity theft where we saw people who used to deal in drugs and guns, and now who found out that they could actually make a lot more money by exploiting the government funds that were being given during the pandemic. And now they have all this money that they're devoting to other illegal activities. So
It seems like the scammers present information and get the money easier than people who have all their real identity and information. It's like they almost just want to get scammed.
yeah, they all do. It's true. It's crazy, and particularly when it comes to data, realizing that our data nowadays, our information that's out there, that is online, is more valuable than oil or gold or drugs. Everybody's trying to get a hold of our data, and so that they can sell it, so that they can use it, so they can steal our money. And it's scary. That's why we have to be very, very careful.
Right, and I love how you pointed out in Israel, it's billions
Yeah. Oh,
compared
yeah.
to here, and them not identifying where they're, because now on Instagram, they're like, we're having a contest, I just need your cash app.
Oh, yeah.
And every time someone says that to me, I go change my cash app and block them.
Yeah, I feel like every time I turn on my Instagram or Twitter or even my emails and my WhatsApp and messages, I get somebody trying to scam me.
Yes.
And it's, you haven't paid your bills, and can you call this number? Or I'll sell you all this crypto, or there's all this crypto if you put money, and Social Security and all that. So yeah, we just have to be very ultra careful, unfortunately, these days.
Thank you so much. I really love that you did the show.
Oh, thank you.
I was so scared for you so many times. I'm like,
Still doing it. We're filming season 4 right now, so it's still happening. Yep.
so where are you going?
I'm going to Mexico next week. I go to Mexico a lot. I have a bunch of new episodes coming out. But this season that's airing right now, season 3, we have an episode on fight clubs. We have an episode on crypto, piracy, cyber scams. We have an episode on MDMA coming out as well. So a lot of great.
On and on.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Oh, I know. There's black markets all around us. They never end.
Are you ever going to get into human trafficking?
Yeah, so the one I'm going, we did one. So we did one on organs this season. It was the season premiere was on organs. We're doing one on human smuggling, human trafficking right now for season 4, and we did one on black market babies for season that's coming out in 2 weeks.
Now, are you going to stake out the Atlanta airport? Because I know
I've done sex trafficking stories here in Atlanta, and it's a big hub for it.
we run those again.
Yeah,
Kids don't get it.
yeah,
Just don't.
I know. It happens here a lot, unfortunately. I know. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Can you say your name and saying I'm upscaling with Joe now?
Yeah. I'm Mariana, and I am Upscale with Joe Nell. Thank you.